Hey everybody, today is Sunday, October 29th, 2023. I'm out with John and Mike and we're here in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
I thought this was Jake's Flea Market.
I wish it was Jake's Flea Market. Unfortunately, as you can see, it's not the nicest of days. It was raining earlier, so Jake's is a ghost town. There's nobody at Jake's, so that was the original plan. Not happening today. Instead, we're checking out the South Mall. I know there's one store in here. So the Mercantile, is that what it's called? Yeah, the Mercantile I've been to. All kinds of interesting stuff in there. They shut down on one side of the Mercantile?
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
All right. But there's other stores apparently in here as well that I haven't been to thrift at. So I honestly don't know what to expect. All I know is if Yakko's opens up, I'm getting a hot dog. That's
Here.
I'm using the there we go. I'm totally not. I'm just gonna leave. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're in. Anyway, if Yakko's opens up at some point while we're here, I'm getting some hot dogs. So at the very least, I'm getting some hot dogs today. Well, we might be doing some thrifting here. It looks like the South Mall Mercantile is closed. We're not 100% sure why. We don't know if they're closed on Sundays or whatnot. Look at all the Funko Pops in the window. Jeez. Yeah, there is a sign. I'm hoping they're just saying, oh, we're going to open up like a half hour late or something. It says store hours. No. Oh, 12. All right. So we've got an hour to kill. That's not bad. Whatever. We'll go hit up the other stores that are hopefully open and then we'll come back. Oh, I see what happened. We went by what John told us. See, that's the problem. You never go by what John tells you. He was saying that the mall opens up at 11.
On Saturday.
It's not Saturday, though. Today is Sunday, and apparently the mall might not open actually until noon on Sunday. So,
Massage chairs for now.
yeah, the Attic Mice 2 is closed. And all right, well, I guess we have an hour to kill. Thanks, John.
In a mall.
Thanks, John.
In the mall, you can't go anywhere.
Uh-huh. Well, at least John's enjoying himself here on the massage chair. Does that feel good?
With the coffee.
You don't deserve. Look at that.
Look at me jiggling.
Look at him jiggling. Look at him drinking his coffee. He does not deserve any of this enjoyment right now because we got
It only cost me $1.
like still another 45 minutes to kill. We're just sort of walking back and forth, pacing.
41 minutes.
I better find something good. And finally, after an hour of waiting, John, an hour of waiting in the... Cobra Kai should kick your butt for making us wait an hour. Anyway, Attic Mice 2 has opened up. I better find something good.
I found a shirt. No.
Of course, Mike's over here going through all the Funko Pops, looking at the turtles I saw, looking for some, like sharks and monsters. What? Ooh, that's pretty awesome.
Like $13 though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to be buying more Funko Pops. It just sounds like a terrible idea, and thus I'm going to walk away. But I'm not going to walk away from the DVDs I see over here. Those I'm going to walk towards. Not exactly off to the greatest of starts. I'm not finding anything over here I want to pick up. I want to say I pretty much have all of this stuff. Not a single thing I need. They did have some Blu-rays, which is pretty cool, but it's all Blu-rays I already own. So better find something good today, John. I better find something good today. All right, so I'm finding some interesting stuff over here in the CD section. Found a couple CDs I want to pick up. One of them being the Starting Line, the Make Yourself at Home EP. I'm not entirely sure if I already have these songs on like a full-length album or something. A lot of times these EPs, they'll have songs that, you know, were on the full-length album and then a couple other just bonus songs as well. So I'm not entirely sure, but I'm gonna pick this up for $1. Then I'm also gonna grab this, the Briggs. This one being Come All You Madmen. This one I don't have. They have another Briggs album down here. This one right here. That one I already own, but I don't have this one. Great punk rock band. So also for $1, I'm picking that up. So all right. No movies yet, but I am finding some pretty good music, some good punk rock. I'm happy about that. If I could find some more punk rock or some movies, I'd be even happier. Ooh, or some ska. That'd be good too. I don't need to be buying this kind of stuff, right? But I I might want to buy this kind of stuff. They have a Disney Vinylmation up here for only $5. This is a Norway Pavilion Troll. That is pretty awesome. I'm thinking this is something from Maelstrom back in the day, which is one of the greatest Disney attractions ever, one of the greatest rides they ever had. Unfortunately, they shut it down and turned it into a Frozen attraction, which, don't get me wrong, Frozen Ever After, it's a good attraction, but it's no Maelstrom. This is really cool. I kind of want this. I don't need this though. That's the problem. I don't need to be buying this kind of thing. but I might. It's pretty awesome. There's some pretty awesome DVDs over here, but unfortunately, once again, it's stuff I already own, like the Out of the Vault Nickelodeon releases, Denver the Last Dinosaur, Rocko's Modern Life, All Real Monsters, Tiny Toons, Dennis the Menace, Tasmania. The list goes on and on, but again, it's stuff I already own. However, Mike, on the other hand, he's in need of Denver the Last Dinosaur volume, what is that, volume 1? You said you got volume 2 the other day.
Well, I found it.
So, nice. I mean, for $5, that's a good deal. I mean, if I didn't have it, I'd be buying it for $5, so, all right. Are you finding anything?
Huh? Batman of Zur-En-Har. Yeah, but the answer is yes.
You made us wait an hour. This store honestly could be a danger to me. There's a lot of really awesome toys in here. Things I'm tempted to pick up, like these Killer Clowns from Outer Space vinyl figures. These are more of those handmade by robots figures. I just bought the Winifred from Hocus Pocus the other day, which I paid only like $6 for. We're asking $20 for Chubby and for Shorty. These are really, really cool though, but no, I'm gonna be good. I don't need those. But what I do need is this. Robot Chicken, DC Comics Special 2, Villains in Paradise. I don't have this. I did not even know they released the DC Comics Specials to DVD. That's awesome. They're asking, I mean, $9. I guess that's not terrible. I gotta pick this up, right? All right, I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna pass on the rest because I already have all this stuff, but yeah, I don't have this yet, so I'm buying it. I just came across a whole boatload of anime over here, so I was thinking I was in trouble, but I don't think I'm actually in that much trouble. I honestly have a lot of this already. They did have a Criterion here for only $10, but again, it's something else I already own. I don't need that, so I'm gonna end up passing on most of this, but I'm not gonna pass on these Season 1 and Season 2 of Gantz. I've never actually seen this anime series. I know, yet another anime series I've never actually seen before, but I'm gonna pick these up because looked up to see what these are selling for. I saw these selling online for like $100 a piece. I don't know. They're only asking $9.95 for both of these, so $20 total. I'm thinking that's a pretty good deal for these, or a minty condition. So yes, I'm buying more anime I've never seen. Who knows when I'll actually get around to watching it. It is the complete series though, so yeah, for $20. All right, I'm picking up more anime. And this right here is why I do not collect Funko Pops anymore. And yes, I know I'm saying that after just buying a Funko Pop last week, but this is awesome. Frankenstein and the Bride. They're asking $40, but I mean, they're in black and white. They're pretty amazing. It's Universal Monsters. I would totally have picked that up if I was still collecting. In fact, if I ever do come across this for like $5 at a flea market, I'm probably gonna buy it, but for $40, I'll be good. There was once a time when I would have gladly paid $40 for that. Now, again, I'm gonna be good. All right, out of one attic and into another attic, and I'll admit
Deeper into the attic.
I found some stuff, so I guess I can't be totally mad at John. I can be a little mad at John. I'll always be mad at John, but not completely mad at John.
You gotta keep that anger seething deep inside.
I mean, always.
Yeah.
Every time I come into a store like this, I'm honestly surprised I'm not finding a ton of Spice Girl stuff. You think back to the mid-90s and just how popular the Spice Girls were. There was merchandise everywhere. I remember always seeing t-shirts and little trinkets, and you walk into a Delia's or something like that, there'd be necklaces and bracelets and earrings, and I mean, they made all the dolls and other figures, and there was so much Spice Girl stuff, even like knockoff bootleg Spice Girl stuff, which I do collect for. There was just a ton of it out there, and yet I come into these stores and I never find anything. The dolls occasionally, but that's pretty much about it. I don't get it. I don't understand what happened to all that stuff. You know what? People probably held on to it because it's the Spice Girls. Like who would want to get I'm an idiot. Who would want to get rid of Spice Girl merchandise? Yeah, what am I thinking? Unfortunately, still not finding any Spice Girls inside this store, but we are finding a ton of Blu-rays and DVDs. And right away, I'm seeing this Teen Witch for only $2. I actually need this. I have it in a multi-feature set I'm trying to split up. The disc in this is not 100% mint, but I know the disc in the double feature set I have is 100% mint. So I'm going to just do some disc swapping. So yeah, I'm paying $2 for some plastic and some paper, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm picking this up. So all right, off to an okay start inside the store. Only I could find. Ooh, I also need Daryl. I wonder what condition that's in. I wouldn't say that Daryl is 100% completely mint, but it's in pretty good condition. That disc is not looking terrible, and I think maybe this is out of print, or it's hard to find. So yeah, for $2, I'm gonna pick that up as well. All right, yeah. You know what? I was gonna say never forget the Spice Girls. Never forget the Spice Girls. But for right now, I can move on to movies because we're finding some good stuff.
Until you get to the CDs.
There's CDs too? Mm-hmm. Ah, jeez. All right, John, you have completely redeemed yourself. I am no longer angry with you. We're finding some really awesome.
The whips and chains out.
I always had the whips and chains out for you, John.
Oh, yeah.
Always had the whips and chains out for you. But anyway, we're finding some pretty awesome stuff here, like copies of Return to Harbor High, which I know I already own, but I don't know if I have it in a multi-feature set because this artwork does not. I mean, it looks familiar, but the spine does not look familiar. So I have no idea. You know what? For $2, I'm gonna pick it up. If I need it, awesome. If I don't need it, I'll put it on the store. Whatever. I'm gonna grab that for $2. And then here's a Warner Archives release of Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. That is awesome. Also for $2 in minty condition. I am also picking that up. So
Should you be afraid of
I am not.
what the movie's about?
I am not afraid of anything right now. I'm afraid of finding more amazing deals and spending way too much money today because I'm buying all this. Mm-hmm. John, I love you, man. I love you. We're finding so much good stuff here. I just found a Criterion, The Naked Prey. I've never seen it. I'm honestly not familiar with this film. I know. Comments down below. What? You never heard of that super famous Criterion release movie? I don't know what this is, but you know what? It's a Criterion movie I don't yet have in my collection, and they're only asking $2 again for this. It's in minty condition as well, so I'll just add that to my ever-growing pile of stuff. Totally redeemed yourself. Totally. And this is why you always look through everything twice, because I completely missed over this, the new Smurfs series. I'll be honest, I didn't even know they made a new Smurfs series, but apparently there's a new Smurfs show on Nickelodeon. This being season 1, volume 1. Also, I believe I'm gonna assume only for $2. I hope only for $2. I don't know. I don't have any of that in my collection yet. I need that as well. I like this store. This is a good store. All right, so we moved on from the DVDs over there to the DVDs and CDs over here. Yeah, again, this store is pretty amazing. And John was saying the last time you were in here, there was some good punk and ska music. So, am I going broke today? I might. This is honestly insane. The first pile of movies I grab, and already I'm finding something I want to pick up. Some Trauma here for only $2. The Evolved Part 1. I've never seen this. I know nothing about it, but I don't care. It's Trauma. I don't have in minty condition for $2. I'm definitely picking this up. And then I'm also just kind of glancing over the CDs. I'm not going through them yet, but I'm already seeing things like Screeching Weasel and just it's so many other amazing,
fat people. So
many amazing punk and ska stuff in here. And again, I'm going broke today, and I'm okay with it. I'm all right with that. If this was only a couple of years ago, I'd be paying for that entire pile of movies right there with just this one find. They actually have a copy of Drop Dead Fred on DVD. For the longest time, this was out of print and used to go for a ton of money, but they have re-released it, which is probably why they're only asking $3 for this. It doesn't really go for much of anything anymore, but yeah, a couple of years ago, that entire pile would have been paid for by just this one One DVD alone, but yeah, I don't need it. I already have it. I'm gonna end up passing on that. But yeah, again, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever, that would have been a really, really awesome find. I want all of you to leave comments down below because Mike is actually, he's passing on this. I can't believe it. Not Son of Kong, but Sons of Kong. These are just really cheesy, public domain horror movies based around giant gorillas. But, I mean, first off, it's just pretty cool in of itself. I mean, that's an awesome, awesome set. And for somebody who loves giant gorilla movies, I mean, this is pretty amazing. But what makes this the most epic thing I've ever seen in my entire life is when you flip it like this. Look at that. Are you kidding? It's a pop-up. Are you kidding me? I mean, all right, I know it's $13, but you're passing?
Yes.
You're passing.
Yeah, I could probably find it on eBay for cheaper.
You're passing?
Yes.
Comments down below. Mike should be buying this, right? I don't know. Yeah, but your paw could be just ever so slightly larger with Sons of Kong. Okay, so here's the part in the story where I have to ask myself, am I going to take a risk or not? Because I'm finding things like Doogie Howser MD Season 1. They had Season 2 as well. I know for a fact I have Seasons 2 and Seasons 3 on DVD. Those are actually on my list of movies, but I don't see Season 1 on any of my lists, which leads me to believe that I don't own this. They're only asking $5 for this. If I don't have Season 1, picking it up for $5 is pretty awesome. I definitely want to grab this. But at the same time, I'm like, I do have it, don't I? I don't know. I think I'm going to grab that. And then they also have Smashing Pumpkins 1991 to 2000. This is the greatest hits video collection, which I don't think I own, but at the same time, I might have this. This one they're asking $7 on. So I'm definitely taking a chance on this, but if I don't have it, I really, really want this. So I might be spending money I shouldn't be spending. I might be buying things I already own, but I am going to pick these up. Okay, so I've gone through all the CDs, and there is a lot of good punk and ska and a bunch of awesome soundtracks and all kinds of really cool stuff that I'm tempted to pick up. I'm honestly tempted to spend like $100 just on CDs alone inside this store, but I think I'm going to be good. I'm just going to pick up a couple CDs I really, really want. The ones I want the most. One of them being Mash It Up 93 Volume 2. I believe this is the sequel to Mash Up the Nation, which was a really good ska compilation. So this is awesome. I don't have this yet. Some great ska music. I'm definitely picking that up. Then I'm going to grab a band I've never heard of, Jersey, Generation Genocide. We Googled them. They actually sounded pretty good. So I've never heard of this punk rock band, but you know what? They sounded great. So I'm picking that up. And then this here is the find, Screeching Weasel, Bark Like a Dog. I love this album. Used to listen to this all the time. Your name is tattooed on my heart, and I'll always be true. I love this album so much. So I'm going to grab that as well. So again, I'm being good. I'm just picking up the 3 things I want the most. I'm going to leave the rest behind, and I'll buy it all next time we come here, right? Yeah. Probably. All right, so I had to call it quits. As much as I would have loved to look through the rest of the store to see what else they have, I just dropped a little over $40 on all those DVDs and CDs, plus the stuff I picked up from the other store across the hall. So I had to call it quits. I had to be good, but I did pick up a lot of awesome stuff. So what did you guys grab? So John grabbed some pretty awesome stuff here, a CD, 2 awesome DVDs, and Mike went crazy picking up some awesome stuff. Lots of like sci-fi and of course some disaster stuff, creature feature, and you did end up grabbing the Drop Dead Fred. Yep. That is awesome. So all right, we all got some good stuff. I'm officially broke, but we all got some good stuff. All right, so it's time for a lunch break. I had to grab some Yakos. The guys over here at Dino's Pizzateria. Is that what that says? Pizza? What's a pizzateria? Anyway, pizza sounds good. Don't get me wrong. I would love for some delicious pizza right now, but I mean we're at a Yakos. Pizza's great, but Yakos is Yakos. Yeah, Yakos is Yakos is Yakos. Those are so good. All right, that hit the spot. Some delicious hot dogs. You guys got some delicious pizza. I'm feeling better now. I'm feeling refreshed. I'm feeling like I'm gonna go into the South Mall Mercantile and spend
15,
For
20 minutes.
$40 more. It is what it is. I'm finding good stuff. Again, I'm not mad at John anymore.
Oh.
All right, so this store is actually pretty amazing. We just kept finding little pockets of movies here and there all throughout. And I did find a couple things here I actually wanted to pick up. One of them being brand new factory sealed Dazed and Confused Criterion collection release. I don't have this yet. Well, I don't have the Criterion collection release. I do have it on Blu-ray, but not this. They're only asking $20. So since it is brand new factory sealed, I'm gonna pick that up. I'm also grabbing the new Explorers Betrayal at Little Bighorn, some A&E, awesome documentary. Cubics, the movie, The Search for Solix. That is awesome. I have never come across this before out in the wild. Definitely grabbing that. And then I'm also picking up The Show Must Go Off, Real Big Fish. I know I have this already in my collection. My question is my copy minty? I'm not 100% sure, so whatever, for $3, I'm picking this up. So $3, $2, $2, and $20. I'm definitely over $100 now. But I found some really awesome stuff. And then Mike's grabbing, what is this, King of the World? Or King of the Lost World, okay.
That's like a spoof of King Kong.
All right. Ice to Trophy?
Ice Traffic.
Yeah, that one. And then you're also grabbing
And
Happy Shark Week. Awesome. So, all right, we're finding some cool stuff. John found nothing? No, it's okay. It's okay, buddy. Remember. I'm no longer mad at you.
No, it's already.
There you go. That put a smile on his face. So, all right. What? Finding some pretty awesome stuff in here. All right, guys. So that is gonna do it for the South Mall. I'm pretty happy. The what's that store called? The Attic one?
Attic Mice 2.
Attic Mice 2 was amazing. The sheer amount of awesome titles we found in there was really, really cool. Of course, the Mercantile store, finding some awesome stuff in there, including a Criterion Blu-ray, brand new factory seal for $20. Not too bad. Again, John, you have redeemed yourself. You made us wait an hour, but it was an hour for some really amazing finds. I'm officially happy, but all right, guys, with that, we are done. I have spent way too much money today. Way too much money today.
I spent like 30.
I spent $100. Anyway, guys, so that's going to do it. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself retro Red Stop t-shirts. Proceeds both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon do help support the show. They keep the show going. They bring us out to awesome and amazing places like this. So I really do. You all right there, John? So I really do appreciate it. And also check down below for links to
Some of the bowls on Instagram.
and check down below for a link to.
Chunks and Monsters fan on Instagram.
All right, and if you guys watch this video all the way into the very end, hashtag.
Yako's Modern Life.
All right, well, I was gonna say like hashtag John's Redemption, but all right, whatever.
Just go with
Both. Two hashtags for the day. Hashtag Yako's Modern Life
He had hot wieners, we had pizza.
and John's Redemption down below. All right, so guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.